Way off our score predictions. Gujarat Titans have made 227 for 2. Wriddhiman Saha with a brilliant 81 of 43 balls. Shubman Gill with 94 of 51, 2 fours and 7 sixes. And essentially, if Lucknow have to make it to the second spot, they have to have a record chase today in the IPL 2023 encounter. All the bowlers were torn apart. I mean, Mohsin Khan 3 overs, 1 for 42. Stoinis 1 over for 20. If you look at the most economical, it was Avesh Khan 1 for 34. Apart from that, a very sorry bowling display from
8 bowlers, huh?
8 bowlers. Swapnil Singh, Kyle Mayers, Ravi Bishnoi, Yash Thakur, Krunal, Avesh, Mohsin all rolled their arms over. But Wriddhiman Saha's knock has got everybody talking, not just including Virat Kohli. Kohli shared a story on Instagram and he said, "What a knock, Ruddhi Pops." And a lot of people have been advocating Saha for the ICC WTC final. Because now remember, with KL Rahul's absence, you only have KS Bharat.
Yeah.
Who are your backup options going to be? Some are saying it's Ishan Kishan, some are saying should Wriddhiman Saha get an opportunity after this knock, and if he continues to perform well for GT, can he stake a claim for that backup spot in the World Test Championship final?
On the basis of this one knock?
If he's consistent for the remaining 4 games, then in the knockouts.
He has not been consistent.
That's the problem.
So
And
this is their 11th game or 10th game?
This is the 11th game.
This is the 11th game. So if you consider 11 games as your sample size, then I understand. Today he was exceptional. He was perhaps the reason why Gujarat got to that score of 227. Shubman Gill also unfortunate that couldn't get to that 100. But if you see, this is a one-off knock from Wriddhiman Saha.
Yes.
I understand, it was very good, but it's just that on the basis of one knock, we usually tend to say that Riddhi for IC or for that World Test Championship final. So I don't think that's going to happen, and also it would also mean that you're not taking a step forward but a step backwards.
Yep.
And I have my doubts if Rahul Dravid will let that happen.
Yeah.
You're talking about 11 games. I'd like to point out this is a completely different format.
Absolutely.
You can't pick T20 and then put them in a
Red
test
ball
game.
in England.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But that's the problem that's been happening in the Indian cricket circuit. You're mixing up formats, and that is the reason why you're not doing well. Your title drought has extended for 10 years now.
Yeah.
If you're mixed up formats. So
And also, not one of these bowlers that he encountered today will be there, or even the quality of the bowlers that you will see there in England. The conditions and also the quality of bowling attack that Australia has. Mohsin Khan doesn't play for India. Avesh Khan doesn't play for India anymore. Krunal Pandya is not there in the test squad. Yash Thakur is not there. Ravi Bishnoi is not there. Stoinis doesn't play for Australia. Swapnil. So I think let's not jump the gun, and I think today, as you said, we were way off our predictions right at the start. I think you
150
were very conservative. I think
I said 165.
160, but 227, and you never know. I to be very honest, I thought that they should have actually gone past that score of highest score of IPL ever, and they should have definitely. See, if you look at that Shubman Gill innings, I don't want to sound too critical, but still I just want to point out, although at the other end Wriddhiman Saha was just was in a blazing form today. So he got 94 not out of 51 deliveries, and I think those 2 fours that he got, that was towards the later half of his innings and towards the later stages of that innings. So he initially, I think when he had got those 6 sixes or 7 sixes, till then he had not scored a single boundary, as in a single 4. So if you see 51 balls, 7 sixes and 2 fours. 7 6
42.
So 50 runs he got just from those boundaries.
Yes.
So now you're left with 42 deliveries. Out of those 42 deliveries,
He hit 44.
He hit 44 runs. So I think that also tells you that Shubman, and also to Shubman Gill, because there was a brief period when Saha was dismissed in the 13th over. They were 142 in 12 overs, and they had all 10 wickets in hand.
Yes.
They should have actually ended up somewhere around 250. Although I hope this should be a winning total for them. For Lucknow, I think they will be under pressure to chase this down.
Yep, 7.5 overs, only you may say 85 runs. 7.5 overs.
In 8 overs, 85 runs is very normal.
I was saying I believe we were way off our predictions today because we did not expect the GT batting lineup to bat the way they did today.
Didn't expect
And
Riddhi.
yeah, and also look at the bowlers. They were desperate at one point. Like, where do we bowl to get them out? I don't think in this tournament we've seen 8 bowlers being bowled in the same game from the same team. Not happened yet. And which brings me to a very interesting stat that I saw today. Wriddhiman Saha with 54. Okay, I might not have the number. I think it's 54. But he became the player to get the most runs in the power play. 54 of 23 balls.
Wow.
Okay.
And
54 runs.
Most number of runs scored by any player in the IPL in
the
power play.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wriddhiman Saha now holds that record. 54 runs he got all by himself in that period of 6 overs. First 6 overs.
Wow.
And
And then one more. Then Shubman Gill's and Wriddhiman Saha's is partnership 142 is the second highest partnership now in the IPL.
what would be the
I think the highest maybe KL Rahul, Quinton de Kock in that clash
Yes,
against
it's that
Kolkata
one,
Knight
it's
Riders.
that, yeah.
That is the highest partnership.
don't remember though.
Yeah, KKR and Shane will remember it very well. They lost by just 3 runs. That Evan Lewis stunning one-handed catch of Rinku Singh.
But I think Lucknow, I don't know what has happened to them after that game against RCB, because last game also they were below par. They were saved by that rain, because you can always say that they might have defended. They could have actually defended that score. I think they were
19.4, 126 or something.
yeah. So in the last few games, especially in Lucknow at the Kana Stadium, low scores have been defended. But then the other team, Chennai, at that stage would feel that they have been robbed of a point.
Yes.
Because any team, be it Chennai or any of those 9 other teams, would back themselves to chase that down. Whether they chase it eventually, whether they would chase it or not, that's a different matter altogether. But they would back themselves. So I think ever since that episode, I don't know what has happened.
And today on this particular wicket, you missed Naveen Ulak. His cutters, his variations could have actually made a difference. Of 10-15 runs, maybe you could have restricted him under 200, because what was Lucknow's main USP in the day? They had Naveen Ulak. When Naveen came into the side, they defended totals of 150 against Rajasthan Royals. They defended totals even lesser than that. But with Naveen's absence, because you had to bolster your batting, with Quinton de Kock's inclusion, that meant your entire team composition and balance has gone awry. You compromised on the bowling. Who was the most experienced in that? Only Krunal and Avesh. Rest were all very inexperienced. Mohsin Khan coming back after 1 year.
Yeah.
And I have to say this to all the fans. I mean, see, this was his first game. Looked off rhythm, really lacked the pace. 3 overs for 42. You have to give him at least 2 to 3 years of hard toil. Can't be fast tracked just like that, just because he's a left armer. You have to track him. You have to really ensure he's injury free, puts in the hard strides in domestic circuit for at least 2 to 3 years. IPL is just one of them. Where are the hard strides in domestic cricket for Mohsin Khan? After the IPL last year, he got injured. Didn't play. Directly into the IPL now.
I don't even know whether he's fit or not, completely fit or not. He looked a little off today.
Yep.
Obviously, because when you're being hit like that, the way Riddhi and Shubman Gill were hitting everybody, you do look off. But maybe I think he might not be 100% fit.
Yep. You were saying something before I made the Mohsin Khan comment. You were saying something.
Now I forgot.
Forgotten. Okay. So it was a mixture of
Yeah.
LSG's inexperienced bowling, but now their batters will have to really step up now.
I think LSG really missed that surprise element in their bowling lineup, which was Naveen Ulak, because he was very deceptive with his bowling. You know, the way he'd come in really fast and then bowl a slower one. That deception was missing.
Shivam?
It's not like these bowlers did not try. There were a lot of slow balls bowled. There were a lot of cutters bowled, but everything that went on to the batter's bat, it was going out of the park.
Exactly. So today you've got 3 foreign batters, four foreign batters if you look at it. Because Kyle Mayers and Quinton de Kock along with Marcus Stoinis will have to really step up and do the bulk of the scoring. Because Deepak Hooda has not been in good form. Krunal Pandya has not been in good form with the bat either. So they have to it's really taking up a lot of problems. That's the big issue. So what do you think? Which stat?
Yeah.
So that Virat and Faf opening partnership of 148.
In the
first
opening game.
Huh?
In the opening game against Mumbai Indians. Maybe, Faf made 73, Virat made 82, remember? But overall, was this just this season?
What?
That opening statistic that you had pointed out?
Of Wriddhiman Saha?
Huh.
I'll check once more.
Is it for this season or
I'll
is it
check once more,
overall?
I'll check.
Because that we'll have to just...
No, but it's right. The season may be different.
Maybe it is the best opening pair, second opening pair this season.
I said second only.
No, what I thought it was
Opening pair, I
overall.
said-
So
no,
it's
I said
second this
second pair
season?
only, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Second highest partnership.
This season, it could be overall also. You remember that stat, the one that you were mentioning?
Rahul and de Kock, that opening partnership. Yeah. We'll just have a cross check on that. I think it was.
Chalo, go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you increase the point size?
Yeah. Oop.
My eyesight is also very bad.
Okay. So that is the problem. Okay, Ikrit Singh is saying, hello Rahul and Sidvi sir. If Virat, Rohit and KL score about 1000 runs in 2 IPLs and their form is okay between IPLs, do you think they can play T20 World Cup in 2024 or it's time to move on?
You'll have to see the replacements. If you have, if you've invested in youngsters and if you've given them game time and if they are doing well, why do you need to go back? Just move on.
Move on and see, you have a gap of 1 year and 3 months. July 2024 is going to be the World T20 in the West Indies. If suppose, see, Rohit Sharma is anyway not having a good IPL this time. It's his worst IPL so far. 184 runs in just 10 matches. KL Rahul, his IPL is over. Virat Kohli is the only guy who is scoring. So, if Rohit doesn't fire in between these IPLs and after the 2023 World Cup, lot of churning will happen in the Indian cricket team.
Yeah. Wriddhiman Saha has the highest individual score in power play this season.
Yeah.
And the other one I said second only.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is this season only, this one.
This season.
Now they have to survive Mohammad
Shami, who's been in absolutely brilliant form in the power plays. He's been striking regularly, and if he can take out either of Mayers or Quinton de Kock or both, I think Lucknow Super Giants are facing a massive task in trying to ensure they do not lose by a big margin. Do you feel that this can be chased down? Looking at Gujarat's
LSG
bowling
is
lineup.
No, I don't think this can be chased down. Not at all. Maybe Quinton de Kock comes in and pulls off a miracle, but looking at his form, he hasn't been brilliant. He hasn't been below par either. He's just, hot
Middling.
and cold. Yeah.
So, if you overcome Shami, good luck, then you have to counter Rashid and Noor.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think they've got a pretty decent
Yeah.
bowling attack. This can be chased down, but 227 pressure of chasing a score in excess of 200 is always there, and this is not just 200.
Yeah.
This 227. Although I still feel that Gujarat Titans, they got 20 runs short. They should have scored somewhere around 240 to 450, especially with the kind of start they had now.
Yep. And It's not Quinton de Kock who's going to open. It's Ayush Badoni and Kyle Mayers.
Maybe he'll come in at 3 then.
3. So it'll be 3 Quinton de Kock, 4 Stoinis, 5 Krunal and 6 Deepak Hooda. Then Nicholas Pooran at 7. Man, that is, I don't know what seems to be the hold up in the Gujarat Titans lineup. Is he objecting to whether the impact player thing was made too late?
I don't think there's any such thing.
There's any such thing, yeah, then why is there such a big hold up? Is there some confusion in the playing 11 and all that? We don't know.
Is he from DDCA?
Ashish Kapoor, former off spinner.
Yeah,
India off spinner.
1996. Ashish Kapoor. Delhi. Played his entire domestic career in Delhi, right? Ashish Kapoor. Ashish Kapoor. Entire domestic was Delhi, right, for him?
I think he may have played from Punjab or Haryana.
Okay.
Ashish Kapoor, if I remember. Because it seems that he is a Delhi, but I have my doubts that he may not have played.
I thought he played for, he represented Delhi, I thought. Okay, so Ayush Badoni. Well, yeah, the left hand, right hand combination, maybe they want to upset that balance. They want to ensure that the lines are not consistent, and so that is why, I mean, there is a lot of lip service. Can we just see what is the current situation? Can we just go to the other tab? Maybe there will be something mentioned in that.
He played from Punjab.
Punjab, okay.
Punjab and Himachal.
Himachal,
He's
okay.
played from Punjab,
Commentary.
Himachal, Rajasthan. Thereafter, though, he started with Punjab.
Punjab, okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so
No, in the full commentary.
Okay, so basically Saha is late.
okay.
And I think, what did he?
Full commentary show.
So what happened? He overslept or what?
No idea.
No.
Saha is late.
Go to commentary only. Can he get timed out for? Okay, that's some issue.
Okay.
So
Entire support staff basically got him down. And by the way, these stairs, it's a long way up to the dressing room. At times, I used to wonder that,
Players.
especially during a test, I think they are having a laugh as to where he was.
maybe he had to come out of the toilet break
Yeah,
much earlier than
So
expected.
wicket keepers have to get added up and all.
I know, with all the
those
kit
things.
that they have to, the pads and all, climbing up those stairs must be a challenge at the Narendra Modi Stadium.
So that's what, I was wondering, whenever I've been to that stadium, so especially during a test match, just in case a batsman is, has batted for the entire day in that heat, it's a very, very, very long way up to that dressing room.
No, it is Quinton. Quinton is opening. Quinton and Kyle Mayers. 2 left-handers, and because they had done the impact sub, that's why I was wondering.
So that must be for LSG, no?
And also GT. GT also have to make their impact sub, right? Because they're bowling now. So Alzari.
They would get an Alzari. Yeah.
Alzari.
So they will introduce him and they've already made that signal.
Yeah, so that it coincided at that point in time. So, okay, so actually Bharat was supposed to give, I think Saha was taking some time, but the umpires did not allow.
Actually, I saw KS Bharat also with Hardik Pandya when he was talking to the umpire, on-field umpire. I saw KS Bharat standing right next to him, and he had his gloves and pads on.
But then why didn't the umpire allow him?
There are certain rules about it. Who you can replace, who can be subbed out. I don't know. Maybe you have to let the umpires know beforehand.
Okay, maybe GT didn't do that, so that's why. Yep, so anyway, normalcy, it is Wriddhiman Saha who is keeping after that slight delay, and not changing our predictions. GT are winning this.
I hope GT wins. It's good for the other teams, and let's be clear at least about one team.
Yep. So GT, if they win today, they'll get to 16 points, all but certain then of qualifying for the playoffs. First team potentially, because I think with the table now so close, I think 16 is not guaranteed. You'll have to get to 18 in order to qualify. So yes, Gujarat win, they get to 16. If Lucknow win, they go to second. and with 13 points. So let's see how this chase peters out.
Chalo,
to be.
we'll see you guys
See you.
post-match before the next game, Rajasthan versus Sunrisers Hyderabad, the important game,
Yep.
especially for Rajasthan, because if they do win that game, they will surge to the
They'll be
third spot.
third.
And considering that Lucknow will lose this game, although you can't guarantee anything, but 227, I think Lucknow they have a pretty decent batting lineup. It's
Yep.
just the bowling lineup that they're facing.
Yep.
Is a
So
bit
the
of a
impact sub has been done. It's Alzari Joseph, no Dasun Shanaka. So as per expected line. So thank you so much, folks. We'll join you back for the match end and also the build up for RR versus SRH. Bye bye.